We must pay respect to the color we're born to mourn. Walk away, me boys, walk away, me boys. The morning will be free. Like the golden trail from your heart, there's a test of the flag for me. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures, negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip on your lip, lip. Better that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm not a dumb. Never that I need to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, pull me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip on your lip, lip. Better that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Critical, they get just a call. I wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical, working out of something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe. I'm yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half deceased, and then I am deceased. At least I go down to the grave and I have to leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes. Whatever.